As Na Young, played by Kang Buell, feels the walls closing in around her, she becomes increasingly desperate to regain control over her life and her home. Her mother-in-law, Marie, played by Kim Hee-young, has made it clear that if Na Young is uncomfortable living under the same roof as Woo Ri, played by Baek Sung-yeon, Marie's newly found biological son after 30 years, then Na Young and her husband, Yun Sung, played by Shin Young-yoon, should be the ones to leave. Feeling cornered, Na Young decides to confront Soo-ji, played by Ham Eun-young, Woo Ri's fiancé, hoping to find an ally in her. She meets Soo-ji in secret and reveals the uncomfortable history between Soo-ji and Yun Sung, reminding her that their past could become a scandal if it were to come out. Soo-ji, torn between her loyalty to Woo Ri and her past with Yun Sung, is initially reluctant but eventually agrees to talk to Woo Ri about moving out. Meanwhile, Marie, unaware of Na Young's manipulations, continues to prepare Woo Ri's room with great enthusiasm. She believes that having Woo Ri back will finally make her family complete after all those years of longing. However, she begins to notice subtle tensions between Woo Ri and the rest of the family, particularly with Na Young, who now acts even more distant and cold. As the tension builds, Woo Ri becomes suspicious of the sudden changes in Na Young and Yun Sung's behavior. He overhears a conversation between Na Young and Soo-ji, where Na Young threatens to expose Soo-ji's past relationship with Yun Sung if Soo-ji does not persuade Woo Ri to leave the house. Shocked and hurt by this revelation, Woo Ri decides to confront Soo-ji directly. Soo-ji, feeling trapped, confesses everything to Woo Ri. She tells him about her past with Yun Sung and how she had moved on, but Na Young's threats have forced her into a corner. Woo Ri feels betrayed, not just by Soo-ji, but by the entire family dynamic that now feels like a web of secrets and lies. His trust in Soo-ji is shaken, but more than that, he feels a growing resentment towards the family that he was just starting to feel a part of. Yun Sung, feeling the pressure of his marriage crumbling and his mother's expectations weighing heavily on him, takes a drastic step. He decides to confess to Marie about his past with Soo-ji, hoping to come clean and start fresh. However, instead of the understanding he had hoped for, Marie reacts with shock and anger. She feels betrayed by her son, thinking he had hidden such a significant secret from her for so long. Her dreams of a happy family reunion are now shattered. Na Young, on the other hand, becomes increasingly paranoid as she sees her plans starting to unravel. She begins to suspect that her husband may not be as supportive as he once was and fears that he might take Marie's side, leaving her completely isolated. Just when it seems like the family is about to implode, a new character enters the scene, a mysterious man who claims to have known Woo Ri's biological father. He brings with him a letter and a photograph, suggesting that Woo Ri's biological father might still be alive, and that Marie may have been hiding even more secrets. The revelation sends shockwaves through the family. Marie is stunned. She thought Woo Ri's father had died many years ago. The arrival of this stranger brings back painful memories and new doubts. Is this man telling the truth? And if he is, what else has Marie been hiding? Woo Ri, now more confused than ever, must decide whether to pursue this new lead and potentially open old wounds or to accept the family as it is now, flawed and complicated. As the episode ends, tensions are at an all-time high. Na Young faces a choice: continue to manipulate and risk losing everything, or confess her wrongdoings and seek forgiveness. Woo Ri, torn between his loyalty to his newfound family and the mystery of his past, must decide whether to stay and fight for his place in the family or walk away to find his true roots. Marie, faced with the possibility of more hidden truths coming to light, must decide whether to come clean about the past or continue to bury it, potentially at the cost of losing her son forever. Yun Sung, realizing that his past mistakes are now affecting everyone he loves, must find a way to make amends and prove that his commitment to his wife and family is genuine. The episode ends with a cliffhanger. Will the family choose to confront their secrets together, or will these revelations drive them further apart?